Welcome back to The Screen Crowd. In today's video, we're diving into the turbulent waters of Tinseltown once again to explore the fates of 10 more once celebrated actors who, for various reasons, have found themselves struggling to secure A-list roles in Hollywood.
There's nothing I can do for you, kid.
Why should I, after what you've done to me?
From the whirlwinds of scandal to the ever-evolving industry landscape, join us as we unravel the stories of these fallen stars and examine the intriguing factors that contributed to their professional decline. Let's get started. Number 10. Gina Carano. Gina Carano was once an up-and-coming actress, quickly gaining recognition for her impressive fighting skills and captivating on-screen presence. She first caught the attention of audiences with her breakout role in the hit action film Haywire in 2011. From there, Carano went on to star in several other films, including Fast and Furious 6 and Deadpool.
Superhero landing. She gonna do a superhero landing. Wait for it!
Woo! However, in recent years, Carano's career has taken a downturn. This is largely due to her controversial statements on social media about how being Republican in Hollywood today is like being Jewish in Nazi Germany, which have been deemed by many as offensive and insensitive. Her most recent comments on topics such as politics and the pandemic caused widespread backlash and resulted in her being fired from her role on the hit show The Mandalorian. As a result, many A-list Hollywood studios and directors have distanced themselves from Carano, leaving her struggling to find work. Despite her undeniable talent, Carano's controversial views have caused a rift between her and the industry, making it difficult for her to find the success she once enjoyed. Number 9. James Woods. Once a prominent figure in Hollywood, James Woods was known for his dynamic performances and magnetic on-screen presence. He won critical acclaim for his roles in iconic films like Once Upon a Time in America.
You would still be rolling drunks for a living.
Who's of there? You broke?
Don't bust my balls, Noodles. I am talking about real money.
And Salvador.
Listen, I think it's going to blow in El Salvador real soon. I thought if you guys could get me a new press card and $2,000, I could get you some really good stuff.
And was a regular fixture on the A-list circuit. However, in recent years, the veteran actor has found himself struggling to secure major roles in the industry. Some attribute this decline to his outspoken political views, which have landed him in hot water with many in Hollywood. Woods has been an unapologetic supporter of conservative causes and figures, regularly tweeting his support for Donald Trump and criticizing left-leaning politicians and celebrities.
And go through that ritual. But why are we paying taxes that people argue about when they get a divorce about who gets the pots and pans?
This has made him something of a pariah in an industry where liberal views are the norm, and many filmmakers may be hesitant to work with him for fear of backlash. Others suggest that Woods' age, at 75, may also be a factor, as Hollywood tends to favor younger talent.
When you work together for so many hours, you really get to know your fellow actors. If the cast thought I was a little straight, I guess they didn't seem to hold it against me.
Despite these challenges, Woods remains active in the industry and continues to work on independent projects. Number 8. Ashley Judd. Ashley Judd, known for her captivating performances in films like Double Jeopardy,
You can keep your hotel your fancy accent in your new name,
and Kiss the Girls,
Easy, girl. Easy now.
was once a highly sought-after actress in Hollywood. However, in recent years, Judd has found it increasingly difficult to secure A-list roles. One reason for this may be the changing landscape of Hollywood, which is now more focused on franchises and blockbusters than smaller, character-driven films. Additionally, Judd has been very vocal about her experiences with sexual harassment and abuse in the industry, which may have caused some powerful figures to blacklist her.
Was with me when it happened, and I came straight from that hotel room at the Peninsula down to the lobby and immediately told my dad what had happened.
Despite this setback, Judd has remained active in social and political activism, advocating for women's rights and fighting against sexual violence. While her acting career may have slowed down, Judd's impact and influence in other areas continued to be felt, making her a true force to be reckoned with in and out of Hollywood. Number 7. Keira Knightley. There was a time when the ethereal and delicate beauty of Keira Knightley graced silver screens worldwide, captivating audiences with her enchanting performances. She rose to prominence in the early 2000s, starring in a string of successful films like Bend It Like Beckham.
Really? I wish I could find a bloke just like him though. There wasn't off limits.
Pirates of the Caribbean,
Decency and a moral center. And personal hygiene.
and Pride and Prejudice,
How could you do it?
Because I believed your sister indifferent to him.
Indifferent.
which earned her an Academy Award nomination. For years, she was the quintessential English Rose, an in-demand actress who was synonymous with A-list Hollywood. However, her star has since dimmed, and the roles that once defined her career have become increasingly elusive. Several factors have contributed to this downward trajectory, such as an evolving film industry which now prioritizes streaming platforms and blockbuster franchises. Additionally, Kira has been candid about her struggles with the pitfalls of fame, including paparazzi harassment and the pressure to maintain a certain image, which led her to take a step back from the limelight. Despite her undeniable talent, Knightley's conscious decision to prioritize her mental health and personal life over the trappings of stardom has resulted in a quieter career, allowing a new generation of A-listers to emerge in her absence. Number 6. Monique, an award-winning actress who once dazzled Hollywood with her unapologetic talent and electric presence, has found herself struggling to secure A-list roles in recent years. At the height of her career, the versatile performer captivated audiences with her breakthrough role in the gritty, heart-wrenching drama Precious, for which she earned a well-deserved Oscar.
Thank you so much. Precious, any questions for me? How are you, Precious?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
However, as the industry's tides began to shift, Monique faced a challenging reality that left her on the outskirts of Tinseltown. Reports of alleged difficult behavior and a purported reputation for being difficult to work with began to circulate, forming an invisible barrier between the actress and the A-list opportunities she once commanded. Her candid battle for pay equity in the entertainment business further alienated her from Hollywood's elite, leading some to label her as too controversial for high-profile projects. Despite her undeniable talent, Monique's journey illustrates the fickle nature of the film industry and the complexities that arise when powerful performers dare to challenge the status quo. Number 5. Jim Caviezel. At the zenith of his career, Jim Caviezel stood tall as an in-demand actor in the glitzy and glamorous realm of Hollywood. His strikingly chiseled features and innate talent propelled him into the limelight. His unforgettable portrayal of Jesus Christ in Mel Gibson's 2004 masterpiece, The Passion of the Christ, etched his name into the annals of cinematic history.
You and me.
And for a time, it seemed as though he was destined to reign supreme in the upper echelons of the industry. However, the tides of fortune have since shifted, leaving Caviezel in a purgatory of sorts, no longer courted by the A-list directors and producers who once clamored for his services. The reasons for his fall from grace are manifold, but chief among them is the controversy that followed in the wake of The Passion, which drew accusations of anti-Semitism and polarized audiences. Additionally, as an outspoken conservative in the predominantly liberal landscape of Hollywood, Caviezel often found himself at odds with the prevailing winds.
I knew if I put them in my pocket, I would start fiddling around with them in front of the director. So I turned heels and raced back to the car to dispose of those beads.
His beliefs creating an invisible barrier that seemed to impede his progress. Number 4. Demi Moore. There was a time when Demi Moore, with her alluring charm and versatile talent, was a force to be reckoned with in Hollywood. A captivating presence on screen, she once basked in the limelight as one of Tinseltown's most sought-after actresses. Demi's meteoric rise to fame began in the 80s with a string of successful roles in films such as St. Elmo's Fire,
Of course, she's in a coma, which really pisses me off.
and About Last Night.
That was my mom. Mom disappointed you won't be sleeping with her anymore?
Leading to her status as a member of the Brat Pack. However, the 90s was when her career truly skyrocketed, with iconic roles in blockbuster hits like Ghost, A Few Good Men,
I was wondering how you'd feel about my taking you to dinner tonight.
Are you asking me out on a date?
and Indecent Proposal.
He'd tell you to go to hell.
The zenith of her career came with the trailblazing film G.I. Jane, where she garnered praise for her physical transformation and dedication to the role. Yet, as the new millennium approached, Demi's star began to wane. the once coveted A-list actress found herself struggling to land roles in high-profile projects, and her personal struggles became tabloid fodder. A combination of factors contributed to her fall from grace, including a shift in audience preferences, her aging in an industry notoriously obsessed with youth, and an increasing focus on blockbuster franchises that prioritize marketability over star power. Demi Moore's story serves as a poignant reminder of the fickleness of fame and success in the ever-evolving world of Hollywood. Number 3. Cuba Gooding Jr. Cuba Gooding Jr., once a luminary in the A-list Hollywood constellation, dazzled audiences with his magnetic presence and exceptional acting prowess. The apex of his career was marked by his unforgettable performance in Jerry Maguire, 1996.
Show me the money.
Which garnered him an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. Gooding's meteoric rise, however, was eclipsed by a series of controversies and poorly received films that left the once in-demand actor struggling to regain his former glory. In the early 2000s, Gooding appeared in a string of box office duds such as Snow Dogs 2002 and Boat Trip 2003. Which tarnished his reputation and promoted industry insiders to question his acting choices. Additionally, the actor was dogged by allegations of sexual misconduct, culminating in a high-profile trial in 2019, which further eroded his public image. These factors, coupled with the unforgiving nature of the entertainment industry, have left Cuba Gooding Jr. struggling to rekindle the spark that once lit up the silver screen. Number 2. Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson, a name once synonymous with Hollywood superstardom, has experienced a dramatic fall from grace. In the late 20th and early 21st century, Gibson was an in-demand actor and director, gracing the silver screen with iconic roles such as Martin Riggs in the Lethal Weapon series.
Let me say I take the whole stash off your hands for free. And you assholes can go to jail.
Hey,
what do you say about that?
And William Wallace in Braveheart.
That they may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom!
For which he also won an Academy Award for Best Director. However, a series of public meltdowns and controversies, such as his infamous 2006 DUI arrest and the subsequent leaked audio recordings full of profanity and anti-Semitic remarks, tarnished his reputation beyond repair. The industry's response was swift. Major studios and A-list collaborators distanced themselves from Gibson, leading to a sharp decline in his career. Although he made a small comeback with the critically acclaimed Hacksaw Ridge in 2016, Gibson's actions have ultimately cost him a lasting position among Hollywood's elite. The scars of his past indiscretions continue to linger, making it nearly impossible for him to find consistent A-list work in an industry that has grown increasingly intolerant of such behavior. Number 1. Kevin Spacey. There was a time when Kevin Spacey was one of Hollywood's most sought-after talents, exuding a magnetic presence that captivated audiences and garnered critical acclaim. His illustrious career boasted an array of iconic roles, from the cunning Frank Underwood in House of Cards,
and the butchery begins,
to the enigmatic verbal Kint in The Usual Suspects.
You don't put guys like that into a room together. Who knows what can happen? Hand me the keys, you f***ing sucker.
Earning him numerous accolades, including 2 Academy Awards. However, the tides shifted dramatically for Spacey in 2017, when he was engulfed in a maelstrom of sexual misconduct allegations. Beginning with actor Anthony Rapp's accusation that Spacey made inappropriate advances towards him when he was just 14, a cascade of similar claims from both within and outside the entertainment industry followed suit. As a result, Spacey's once shining star dimmed, and he was dropped from major projects like House of Cards and All the Money in the World. Despite few attempts to rekindle his career, the dark cloud of scandal has left the once esteemed actor struggling to secure A-list roles, serving as a stark reminder of the potential consequences of one's actions in an increasingly vigilant and accountable Hollywood landscape. That's it. We hope you enjoyed this video. If so, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to The Screen Crowd. We'll see you next time.